Dr. Jane Goodall is a truly extraordinary person. She has become a household name, right, for her work with chimpanzees and as a conservationist. She's someone who quite literally has changed the world. Last night, she spoke at a sold out event at Place des Arts. We are absolutely thrilled to have the chance to speak with her now. Thank you for your time today, Dr. Goodall.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
You are 89 years young. You've spent most of your life, almost all of your life, doing this important work. How worried are you about our current state and what the future holds?
Well, I mean, the current state is grim. It really is, environmentally, socially, politically. You know, got the horrible war with Ukraine, and then there are wars and conflicts all around the world, which aren't only causing massive human suffering, but also harming the environment. You know, when you consider that climate change is partly due to burning fossil fuels and modern warfare. And, you know, how do I think about the future? It depends on how we take action now, because we know what we need to do, but do we have the will to do it? Can we persuade businesses and governments soon enough to stop doing things for immediate gratification at the expense of future generations?
How do you keep going? How do you
Yeah.
keep your hope up? And what drives you when things are in such a bad state of affairs?
Well, I think what drives me is, one, I'm obstinate and I'm not going to give up. Two, I do have reasons for hope in the amazing human intellect. We're beginning to, develop renewable energy and so on. Secondly, nature's amazingly resilient, given a chance. Places we destroy can come back and be beautiful again if we give them a chance and maybe a helping hand. You probably know about the regreening project in Sudbury. I've been there twice, and we're launching an IMAX film with a whole section on that amazing work where totally blackened mountains are now green and with trees and wildlife back. So, nature's resilient. And then, especially and most, is the energy and commitment and passion of young people once they know the problems and once they're empowered to take action and choose what their action will be.
Can I ask, having done this for so much of your life, to Natasha's point, have you ever had moments, because you're describing a pretty bleak situation now with respect to what's going on in the world, and I think a lot of us probably agree with your assessment. Have you ever had moments when you said, you know what, I don't see a future here, I don't see things getting better, and I think I'm just going to stop?
Never will I just stop. It does seem at times that things have got much worse. But on the other hand, awareness of the problems has grown exponentially. So it's a seesaw. And the media could do a whole lot more, because, yes, we need to know the doom and gloom. We must know what the problems are. But at the same time, there are so many incredible projects and incredible, amazing people around the world. And we need more stories of that, so that people will say, gosh, they did that. We could do it too.
I hope, I love that you touched on, there's more hope for future generations. I love your impressions, Dr. Goodall, on Canada specifically, because I feel like there's a lot of talk here about that. Well, just that there's a lot of talk and not much action. We talk the talk, but we don't walk the walk. What are your impressions of what we're doing here, and are we doing enough?
Well, I mean, I don't really, I come to Canada maybe once a year. I know that the Jane Goodall Institute Canada is doing a lot, developing the program for young people, roots and shoots, including in the indigenous communities, which is really important since they've stewarded the land for hundreds and hundreds of years. And they're also raising money and contributing to many of the programs we do in Africa. But the Canada as a whole, I don't know enough about it, so I wouldn't like to venture an opinion.
That's fair.
Can you talk then about world governments, because you have been around the world, and whether you're encouraged by reaction globally to some of the problems?
Oh, gosh, some countries are encouraging and other countries are not, and it depends on changeover in presidents or prime ministers. and that's changing all the time. So it's really difficult to comment on that. You know, that I don't like to be honest.
That's fair. Well, I loved what you said about having hope that future generations are going to pick up this challenge and do better than current generations and past generations are. What are you seeing in our youth of today that gives you that hope?
Well, when they're allowed to choose their projects, they can roll up their sleeves and enter them with huge passion. And, you know, they're planting trees, they're clearing up trash, they're raising money to have a new shelter for homeless dogs. They're raising money to help the homeless. It's just, the thing is that they can choose something they're passionate about and either join an existing group and devote their time and their talent there, or they can start something on their own. And it's happening. It's happening everywhere.
Can I ask as well, and I realize this is a bit of a broader question, for having done this for so long, when you look back now on everything that you've seen, everything that you've been through, with the benefit of hindsight, would there have been anything you would have done differently?
I'm often asked that, and I've thought about it, but quite honestly, not really. I mean, of course I've made mistakes, but I've learned so much from those mistakes, and I think that's really helped me to develop. And, you know, being nearly 90, I don't know how much more I will have time to learn. I like to feel that every day I learn something new, talking to people, reading things, and so on. So, yeah.
Along those same lines, then perhaps I'll ask, looking back on everything that you've accomplished, and that list is beyond long, what would you say that you're most proud of? Or perhaps looking forward, what would you like your legacy to really be?
Well, I think my legacy perhaps in two areas. One, because of the chimp research, it gradually changed the attitude of science towards animals. When I began 1962 in Cambridge University in the UK, I was actually told that humans were the only beings on the planet with personalities, minds capable of solving problems, and emotions. We were the only sentient beings. And that we now know, and the chimps broke the ice in a way. And so now, you know, we're studying the intelligence of rats, the intelligence of crows and parrots, the intelligence of the octopus, pigs as intelligent or more so than dogs, rats trained to detect landmines by smelling the explosive and make a little scratch so that the landmine can be detonated. And I'm sure you've seen my octopus teacher. The stories of octopus intelligence are amazing.
They truly are. We're going to run out of time. I would just simply ask you, again, contextually here, do you think, knowing everything we know now and much of what you've uncovered in the work that you have done, that we are treating our animals better than we ever have before, or not?
Oh, in some ways, yes, but we've got so far to go with the factory farming, the animal trafficking. But, you know, slowly little victories are being made here and there. Needs to be faster. Definitely, there's too much cruelty.
All right. Ms. Goodall, as Natasha said, it's an absolute privilege for us to have you on with us today. Thank you so much for your time and continued success. We hope to talk to you when you're 100.
Well, thank you. And just remember, everybody, that every single day we live, we make an impact on the planet. We can choose. Let's choose wisely.
Oh, how beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Lovely talking to you. Bye.
Bye-bye
now. Thank
Bye,
you.
Dr. Goodall.